What's going on, everybody? This is Kyle Plouffe for AnyHipHop.com, and I'm sitting here backstage at the Sinclair in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The dude to my right, you already know him, Statik Selektah. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? I'm back home for a couple hours.
Hell yeah.
It's nice, man. Nice.
It's good to see you. You're a dude from Massachusetts. We're here. Converse put on a show. All the proceeds are going to the One Fund. How does it feel to come back to Boston and be able to do something for your city? And, like, how important do you think it is for hip-hop to give back to the communities that have supported them?
I mean, I've been doing like so much for the city for years and years and years, but this means it's extra close to me because my man Marky, as we call him, I've known him for, man, about 16 years. Yeah. He lost his right leg in the bombing, and it really hits close to home. So doing this is, I mean, I saw so many. I think I got a lot more details of what actually happened than a lot of the people we know. And you see what you see on the news, but I actually saw like a lot of uncensored photos and just accounts of people that were there that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. Like, I literally saw some photos that were so like detailed that, like, I don't even want to talk about it. It upsets me. So I would always do this 100 times over. It's like this is It even feels weirder because this obviously is a gig for a good cause, but this was set up like before it was necessarily a benefit, at least on my part. So I want to do something else as well. But I'm actually gonna go see my man tomorrow. It's crazy because not only that it affects people around me, but it's like I literally grew up on those blocks. Like I graduated high school and I moved to the Fen area, the Fens they call it, whatever, Fenway. But I grew up like right there from the age I was like 18 to 21. I was running around literally those blocks every day of the week, from the Prudential Mall, the Copley Mall, back to Newbury Street, doing street team, putting up Big L stickers, Most Def stickers. Like I was doing street team back then, and like that was my area. I was there every day, right. And to see that happen, it's just bugged.
Yeah. Good to know he's all right though. I mean, after everything.
I mean, he's alive, so that's a beautiful thing. But he's gonna. We'll see what happens with technology with his leg, Yeah,
totally. You recently just released the extended play album sampler. Sounds amazing.
I didn't release that. iTunes released that because they put snippets out, but it's all good. It's all good.
So it sounds like you didn't want it to happen.
Album to come out like that.
Really?
But nah, of course not. No artist wants the album to leak, but the songs are better when you hear them in full form, which I'm sure the fans are aware of.
Yeah. There's lots of great talent on there, lots of great verses. What was it like putting this project together?
It was fun, man. I looked at it as like kind of like a grand finale to my album series, as far as being a solo producer, as far as like a compilation series. Yeah. I don't know if I want to keep doing compilations the way I've been doing it. I'd rather do albums for people like Action Bronson and Joey Badass, people like that. Right. Bun B, Styles P, Joel Ortiz. So many people I'm working on full albums with that it's like doing compilations. It's not the same kind of process. But this is my 5th album doing it that way. I think I'm going out with a bang as far as that goes, so we'll see.
Is it true Black Thought set the record for the quickest verse ever dropped?
My studio, at least, yeah. Maybe ever. Yeah. Literally. Actually, he might have set the verse for literally any rapper to walk in the studio, lay a verse, and leave. Ever. I don't see how anyone else could have done that. Right. He, like, walked in. I was like, yo, check out the cut I'm doing on the hook. And he's like, just play the beat. I was like, all right. He's like, I'm ready. Literally using my crib for 4 minutes. And I've never seen that ever. 4 minutes. You know what? I can prove that that's the fastest studio session ever, because 90% of the time rappers are going to floors like, they're going to like studios on like the 27, 28 floors, and no way they made it in time.
You just walk right in yours?
I'm on the first floor. I'm all set with like the Hollywood rappers that don't care about the actual culture. That doesn't mean I don't want to work with, like, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. I want to work with him. Yeah. Nas is Nas. I have worked with him and I want to continue to. Eminem, same thing. But I don't, there's no disrespect to the artist, but like I could give a fuck about working with Gucci Mane or Waka Flocka or like, any of those people. It's like, I don't care about your celebrity. I care about who cares about what we do, being an MC and a producer and all that. I care about the art.
How was it working with dudes like Joey Badass and, Mac Miller and all those young guys?
It's just fun, man. They all have a passion for it, and Joey is, he reminds me of myself when I was he reminds me of myself when I was like 13, because he's so into the early like Black Moon's his favorite album. You know what I mean? Like, that's me when I was like 11, 12. And he studies all of it and he recreates. It's not that he's trying to recreate the music. He's trying to like that inspires his style, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, his music's not going to sound like it came out back then because our technology's got better, production's got better, but it's going to remind you of that, of course. But that's what hip-hop is. If you look at the history between, you know, the late 70s to the early 90s, nothing really moved on that much besides the use of samplers. We were like, Rapper's Delight technically is a sample, it's just looped. I mean, they played it over, but still the concept of looping a hip-hop break or a soul break, that's all we do in hip-hop. So it's like, I'm just happy there's kids that want to continue that.
Oh, yeah. What's your role with them, like helping the progression of their career, like business-wise and behind the mic? Like, are you more of a big brother role, or do you just let them do their own thing?
Nah, absolutely. I mean, you know, those are I consider them fam at this point. We just spent so much time on the road together, but I try to tell Joey, you know, how to make his show better. His show at this point, we kill it every night. It's good. But you know, if I'm not feeling something, I tell him, and he listens. Like, he's open. Like, someone will. Sometimes I really appreciate him because someone will be trying to like put him onto something, and he'll be taking it all into a point where like someone thinks he's being sarcastic, and he'll be like, "Nah, I'm like serious." Like, because we're so used to like rappers being cocky. Right. The other night, we were at a show, and dude was like, Joey was like editing a video or something. Some dude was like, "Yo, I do videos," and usually most rappers, including myself, like most DJs, producers, whoever, would be like, "Oh, do you?" Like being sarcastic, and Joey said, "Do you?" Like literally, right. I want to learn. And the dude, like, I seen him at first, was like, he thought he was being sarcastic. And Joey's like, "How do you do this?" And the kid was like, "Oh shit, he's being for real." Yeah. And he showed him, and like these kids are so open to everything, and they're really smart. I love it, man.
Yeah. So he's so humble. People don't like. I think he's like
100% of the time. He knows when he's the star of the situation, but. Yeah. At any time he can learn, they do, and I love that about them. Right. The whole crew, Pro Era, shout out to them. That's the best radio I've ever been on because I have like 3 million listeners a week. Yeah. And I've done FM radio from California to down south to Boston to New York, and it's the best because it's uncensored. I do what I do, and shout out to Paul Rosenberg and Eminem, and shout out to Reef. They trust me to do what I do, and every week I do what I do, and it works. And
how did that opportunity come about?
It came about in like 2004, 2005 through Clinton Sparks. He was doing Smash Time Radio, and we had a crew called Smash Squad. And it just evolved into me filling in for him. And then it got to the point where he moved on and started doing other kinds of music, and I got show off radio. Nice. But I've been doing the same station for like 7 years now. Oh
yeah. So what do you got looking forward to in the future?
I'm just looking forward to working with new artists, finding new artists. I mean, I'm excited about the last couple of years from Mac Miller to Action Bronson to Joey Badass to the people that I signed. Yeah. And even if you go back years, it's like I was the first DJ working with Akon, with John Legend, with Terminology, with Rex, so many people, and it's like I'm just excited to keep that going because I don't think any other DJ out there is really doing what I'm doing, at least, making the beats and finding them and putting them on that platform.
Hell yeah. So, like, you looking forward to working with new artists. How do you go about finding new artists? Like, how do you find these guys?
I give everybody a chance. I mean, I can tell in one listen if someone's... Maybe it's not even a listen. Maybe it's a video. Maybe it's a visual or whatever. But I can tell if someone's an MC worth dealing with. You know what I mean?
Do you see people at live shows, or do you constantly have, like, emails coming in being like, you got to check this out, you got to check this out?
I get about 300 emails a day like that. And I can't lie and say that I listen to all of them. But I do see the people that are out there performing. I go to all the festivals, whether it's South by Southwest or A3C or North by Northeast. I'm at every festival. I'm on the blogs every day. A lot of the blogs started messing with a lot of people because of what I was doing. But I keep my ears open as possible. Like, I'm never not down to hear it. But if someone walks up to me in the street with dirty sneakers and fucking a beat-up tank top and it's like, "Yo, listen to my demo," it's not helping them point-wise, because we're not. This isn't the '90s. It's not like nowadays. The whole package is very important. You have to be fashionable. It doesn't mean you have to wear fucking Versace. It means you can go to Foot Locker and buy a fucking $4 T-shirt and be crisp when you go out to do that. There's no problem. Like, if you can't do that, I don't want to hear about it. Yeah. Plus, we're in an age of so many people that don't want to invest in themselves. That's another thing. I've met stars that don't want to invest in themselves. Yeah. People all the time ask me, "How do I get on your radio show?" I say, "Get your buzz up." Because what better answer is there than that? It's like, I'm not supposed to just grab every person that started rapping yesterday. It's like, get your shit right. And if someone picks... It's not like you can go from from like being a nobody, and I'm not saying a nobody like you. I'm saying you can't go from being unknown to being at the top. Shade 45 is the biggest radio station in the world. We have 3 million listeners at any given time. Sometimes 6. It's like you can't just go like this. It doesn't work like that. You got to go to the college stations, then the local FM stations. Then, I mean, not everybody does that, but that's the way I grew up. So I'm going to keep it that way.
All right, appreciate your time. Where do you want people to find you online?
Man, Twitter at Statik Select. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and all that, same thing. And Shade 45 every Thursday night. Extended play June 18th.
You heard it here first, Statik Selektah.
What up, y'all? It's the show off, Statik Selektah. I'm back home right now. New England, any hip-hop's in effect. Don't get it misconstrued. Let's go.